We're going to do a recipe with beach plums. These are beach plums picked at the beach in the early fall. And if I can stop eating them long enough, we'll get to make a beach plum jam, traditional dish. Normally made with sugar, but I find it's not necessary. What I'm going to do for liquid and sweetness is use apple juice. I like to use fresh apple juice, but in this case I'm using an apple concentrate. I have about 2 quarts of beach plums. I will throw in about half a cup of apple concentrate, and I'll throw in, is that about half a cup? Yeah, half a cup of apple concentrate, and about a cup and a half of water. Turn on the heat on high. While that's going on, I'm going to grind up some herbs in the herb grinder. I like using fresh herbs. We'll get out some nutmeg. And we'll use some coriander, both of which are commercially bought seasoning. About half a teaspoon of nutmeg will be nice. Put that into the spice grinder, along with about a tablespoon or so dried wild spearmint, and some one berry of wild allspice, which we have over here. Can all go into the grinder, and we will grind away. Here come our herbs. I also added coriander off camera, which I originally forgot, all nicely ground up. And our beach plums are just about boiling. So we'll add this for spices. And for a jam, we need a thickener. Some people use gelatin, which is made out of cows' and pigs' hooves. Since I have not seen too many cow or pig hooves lately, I'm using powdered agar-agar, which is a seaweed. Unfortunately not available wild here, but you do get it in Oriental stores where it's not very expensive, and in health stores where it's quite exorbitant. The powder, I think for this amount of beach plums, 2 teaspoons should be plenty. Agar also comes in flakes, where you'd need probably 2 tablespoons, and bars, where you get less agar per unit volume, where you'd need maybe 3/4 of a cup. So let's stir that in. Beach plums are boiling quite nicely at this point, and this can simmer about 5 minutes, and then we'll go to our next step. So we'll let this simmer. Heat is on high now. Once it's boiling well, we'll turn the heat down to medium and let everything cook and dissolve. Well, it is boiling pretty well already. We'll turn it down now, and that should do it. Our beach plum jam should be ready. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, we'll test some of it. We'll see whether we added the right amount of thickness. I'll take a couple of beach plums and some liquid, like so, and stick the whole thing in the freezer for about a minute and see whether we have the right amount of thickness. Okay, into the freezer it goes. Wish my freezer had a door that opened in the other direction, then you could see all the food I had in there and be envious. Now these beach plums are full of seeds, or pits, whatever you may want to call them, and it's our job to get rid of the pits. So how are we going to do that? Well, there's a device called a food mill that we're going to call upon. And this is it. It consists of a strainer on the bottom to strain out the seeds, and it has a crank and a rotating plate that help push the seeds through the food mill. So We set up our food mill on a bowl. We put our beach plums into the food mill. The liquid goes out immediately. And then you turn the crank. And in a couple of minutes, your plums are separated from your pits. Now let's see how our jam is doing. I have strained out all the seeds. Here is the stuff I had in the refrigerator and in the freezer, and as you can see, it's made quite a nice gel. Quite a delicious gel. Now I did put some of the finished product into the freezer as well. And that is just beginning to gel also. Still not completely solid. But it's getting there.